Welcome to the Maddie Fets Feeder, where you can learn about pop culture history. Enjoy the show. On January 4, 1988, Nickelodeon began a new block for preschoolers called Nick Jr. The block contained their first show ever, Pinwheel, and the rest were imports. Canada's Today's Special and The Elephant Show, Japan's Adventures of the Little Koala, and Spain's The World of David the Gnome. David was the first show to be added exclusively for the Nick Jr. block. Later additions include The Little Bits, Fred Penner's Place, Noozles, Maya the Bee, and Nick Jr.'s first original series, Eureeka's Castle, which was sort of a replacement for Pinwheel with a similar format. Eureeka was only just the beginning, and after it became a success, Nickelodeon began greenlighting shows that would fit within Nick Jr. On August 11, 1991, the kids' programmer changed forever with the addition of its first three animated shows, dubbed Nicktoons. These three were Rugrats, created by a married couple, and The Simpsons animators Arlene Klasky and Gabor Chupo, their first Nicktoon together, with future Recess creator Paul Germain, The Ren and Stimpy Show, created by John Kwiatkowski, and Doug, created by Jim Jenkins, minus a pinwheel, his first show on his own. Doug was a hit, but Jenkins didn't want his company Jumbo Pictures to be solely an animation studio. At the same time, Jan Fleming Candler had a friend with a dog named Allegra. Also at the same time, Nickelodeon saw the growing success of Barney and Friends on PBS, which premiered on April 6, 1992 to both success and criticism, and wanted new shows to rival it. On October 24, 1994, Nick Jr. premiered two new shows, Gullah Gullah Island and Allegra's Window. Created by Jenkins, Jan Fleming Candler, and John Hoffman, Allegra's Window centers around Allegra, played by Catherine Mullen, a 3-year-old girl who lives in Hummingbird Alley with her first-grade older brother Rondo, played by Anthony Asbury, and their parents Clef and Sonata. In the first episode, Allegra has her first day at Little Blue Daycare with Miss Melody, played by Andrea Frierson. Other residents of Hummingbird Alley included Lindy, Allegra's best friend, and a yellow dog played by Pam Arciero, Biff, a blue cat played by Martin P. Robinson, Mr. Cook, a green baker played by Tim Lagasse, Reed, a musician played by Bob Stillman, and Ellington, a retiree tending to the piano garden played by Harry Lawrence Burney III. Child actors would also attend Little Blue Daycare. The show was shot with the rest of Nickelodeon shows at the time at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, airing alongside air interstitials, like reed sound jars. The show's plot lines include Allegra misplacing her stuffed octopus, Godfrey, her problem trying to keep a secret, the sadness of being too small, fear of monsters, and catching the turkey pox. The show normally aired at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m., but a Christmas special aired at 7 p.m. on December 21, 1994. Nickelodeon's Geraldine Leaborn said, quote, "The show helps preschoolers anticipate and handle the day-to-day events in their lives. There was a song in every episode. Shows are so similar, quote, broad musical for kids." The second season of Allegra's Window premiered on September 18, 1995. Ellington left the cast, and two new characters were added. Pogo, Mr. Cook's nephew, played by Anthony Asbury, and Ancora, the delivery woman, played by Joan Baum.
Hi there! Ooh, wait a second. Hi there! It's me, Face! I'm looking out my window! Coming up next, we're going to visit Hummingbird Alley.
Hey, the shade's down again!
There! That's much better. So stay tuned for Allegra's Window, here on Nick Jr.
The show had 3 seasons and 50 episodes, with the last one airing on December 8, 1997. Reruns would air until January 29, 1999. By then, Jumbo Pictures was acquired by Disney, who continued Doug, but not Allegra. After Allegra's Window was taken off mainline Nick Jr., it moved to Noggin, Nickelodeon and the Children's Television Workshop's new 24-hour educational channel, and aired there in the morning. Allegra's Window aired on Noggin until April 6, 2003. After that, the only way to view the show was on VHS. It never had any DVD release. It also had a CD and books. That was until 2015, when it was one of the shows in Nickelodeon's extensive preschool show library added to the Noggin app, but was taken off in 2020, after that app's facelift, along with other shows. By then, Allegra's Window was put on Nickelodeon's streaming service, CBS All Access, later Paramount Plus, to the delight of longtime fans. But to their disappointment, it was removed from the platform in 2024. Allegra's Window was a hit, both for the growing Nick Jr. and Jim Jenkins' career. For children, the show opened the door to new experiences and taught to handle them, as well as showing experiences these children already had. Nickelodeon's Geraldine Laybourne explained the show taught flexible thinking defined as, quote, teaching kids how to adapt to fit new situations. Because with little kids, just about everything is an adventure, even putting on a sweater. And they could do it all, and more, outside Allegra's window.